My name's Simon. My story is our trip to Morocco. We'd actually been travelling in Spain for a while, and we decided to go to Morocco for a bit of a sojourn. And we caught the ferry over to from Malaga to Melilla. And that was pretty cool because that was just a Spanish enclave, but then crossing the border was a little bit of a... Am I allowed to swear? Keep it PG. Yeah. Crossing the border was interesting, I might say. There was probably about 2,000 is a bit of an extravagance, but anyway, we're trying to get there through the border. Friends I was with took a few photos. Security guards didn't really kind of appreciate that, so they were ready to steal our camera off us. That was our welcome to Morocco. So we finally convinced them to take the film instead and leave us with the camera, which they were fine to do. Then, after standing in line for probably an hour and a half, we decided to take up one of the scouts on their offers to get us through the customs or the border, which we did. Anyway, we got the bus to another town where we got a Grand Cab. We actually met some Australian guys there. And this Grand Cab, I think, to take us on a 7-hour drive, cost us about, between the 5 of us, $20 each or something like that. But one of the strangest things I remember on that trip was just, obviously there's beautiful landscape and everything, there's nice rivers, mountains and everything like that. But it was not built up as you'd expect. And so there was maybe an hour in between or 40 minutes in between towns. But we just see people walking between these towns. You know, there's no other villages around. These guys don't have any other alternative. They're walking, which I suppose is, you know, doing the best of what they've got. But another weird thing was, you'd often come by a lake along the freeway, and the freeways are crazy. You know, you had to say many prayers. But you'd see this lake off in the distance, and as you'd approach, kind of thing, you'd see just these kids standing on the side of the road with fish for sale, which I presume they've caught from the lake. So I don't know what their walk by traffic was for that, but yeah, another guy was sitting. We're driving along, and there's these big cliffs near the road, and we're looking. Let's look up. There's a little bit of a dot there. I'm like, and there's a guy sitting up on this cliff. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's an hour probably to the next town, and just twisted my mind a little bit seeing this guy just sitting up there and enjoying the view. Anyway, we stopped. We kept driving. We had to take a couple of breaks because this was during Ramadan. So, well, you know, the taxi driver had to take breaks for prayer anyway. But when we got to Fez, because this was taking us to Fez, we pulled into the Medina, the gates of the Medina. And as I said, because it's Ramadan, they can't eat until sundown. And we got there probably about 20 minutes before sundown, so if you're anything like me and you haven't eaten for a while, you're getting a little bit agitated, a little bit crazy. When we pulled up to the gates of Fez, 15 or so kids aged between the age of 10 and 16 jumped on our car and started rocking it and bouncing it up and down and we are killers, don't trust anyone, we are killers. That was a little bit freaky, but we've been reading in the Lonely Planet that Saeed from the Hotel Fez is the man to see, and like Moses parting the waves out of this sea of crazy little guys comes this guy. I am Saeed, come to the Hotel Fez, and we could have prayed to him right there and then. I've never been so happy to see a guy that I've never met before in my life. Anyway, he took us to the Hotel Fez and we stayed around a little bit, and, you know, stayed there a couple of days, but he took us on a few tours and so forth, sorted us out with a few things, generally helped us a little bit, but we always presumed from Lonely Planet and from the way he took us to the hotel that he worked at the hotel. Anyway, we go out to try, we're meant to meet him one day, we go out to the front reception and we're like, yeah mate, is Saeed around? They're like, no Saeed. No man, he works here, is Saeed around? No Saeed. So we find out that Saeed, if that is your real name, has been working as a front for Lonely Planet and getting tips on the side. No, it's not joking. But anyway, yeah, it was a little bit freaky to work out this guy that we thought was Saeed, and if he really does exist, wasn't really him. But I can hardly endorse going to Morocco. It was very cool.
Give me a tip for anyone going to Morocco.
What would I?
A tip. Or what should they bring in a tip?
Okay. Just be prepared to at least have if you're like me and you haven't been to a country like that, be prepared to see things that you haven't seen before, but also be prepared to accept them, because the quicker that you accept that this is a new country and the surroundings, the more you'll enjoy it.